What's good, peasants? My name is JB and welcome back to Titans franchise. Today we are going to be taking on the Indianapolis Colts here in week 15 of the 2024 season, winding down the end of this first year of playing the games in this franchise. And I'm thinking what I might do is we're going to do this episode and the Jags episode in week 16 normal, but week 17 and 18 are against the Bears and Packers. I think we might do a little NFC North doubleheader. That could be a little bit of fun to mess around with, but we do have the Colts in a matchup. Last time we played them went pretty well. We ended up getting a win, and I believe that was the game Will Levis went up to start off, if I'm not mistaken. So we do have precedent for playing this team well, but unfortunately we will be on the road this time, so not going to be as easy. Unfortunately, I decided, you know what, we may as well take another look through this re-sign period just to see if there's anyone we want to potentially bring back. And I think Monty Rice has more than earned himself a full-on extension, especially if it's going to be this cheap. Like, he's not even asking for, he's asking for $3.5 million. Like, yeah, you can have that. Welcome back, Monty Rice, long term. Even if he ends up being a backup in the long term, which I do think he probably will be just based on his overall, I am more than happy to give him that extension. Just one upgrade after practice is going to be Josh Wiley. And he's honestly good enough to get playing time. It's just we have Colby Parkinson ahead of him, and Colby Parkinson is just like a slightly better version. He's a better blocker. Wiley, I mean, I could see a world where he deserves some playing time, but I don't know if it's going to end up happening. He'll go up to a 70 overall, though. And he gets +2 catch in traffic and run block, +1 catching. He's a good player, but we just don't really have a need for him, unfortunately. Not a whole lot else to take care of, so we're just going to get straight into the action here today against Jonathan Taylor, Anthony Richardson, and the rest of this Colts team and their insane defensive line. Forgot about that. I will say Lucas Oil is one of the cooler stadiums to play in Madden. The stadium just looks awesome. Love it. And Levis finally up above 50% completion percentage and a positive touchdown interception ratio. Man, what a turnaround. I say it every time we see his stats, but it's true. He was so bad for like the first 6 weeks when we were running the AFC East Colin, and it turns out you just play a bunch of good teams, you might, struggle. But since we've been beating up on lesser teams, including our own division and the Vikings, turning around a little bit, and we're starting to put up some really good numbers. Speaking of numbers, let's check out Anthony Richardson's. If he ever wants to, show up. There we go. He's having a crazy good year. Very efficient, almost 3,000 yards, 20 plus touchdowns, not 10 interceptions. Having an unbelievable year is Anthony Richardson, so need to keep him in check today, so we'll do our best to make that happen. But on first down, he is going to find his tight end, Trey McBride, for an easy completion. Ooh, that's Monty Rice in man coverage. Thankfully, it is a run. JT able to get himself a few yards. Good block from the tackle there, or the guard, Will Fries. And JT gets 6, or a lot. I don't know why I said 6. Taylor, another good carry on first down. He's doing Jonathan Taylor things. He killed us the first time we played. Looking like he's going to have another big day, as most good running backs tend to do against us. Pitch outside this time, and there's Clay Staley with a big TFL. He's been a really good run defender, I will say. Been a good edge setter, run defender. You're not getting past him if he's, in position, but in terms of getting sacks, he doesn't really do that. Just 1.5 on the year. I checked before the game. Not exactly what you want to have a top 10 pick, but there's, speaking of sacks, is Jeffrey Simmons getting a big one there. Bringing up fourth down. He's starting to close in on Simpson and Monty Rice, who are our two leading sackers. It's 5.5 now on the year for Simmons, and I believe Simpson is. I know Simpson is leading the team. I believe it's with 7, or then maybe Monty Rice has 7, and Simpson has more than that. But either way, Simmons is getting close, which he should because he's our best player on defense. Like, actually. But it's been Monty Rice. And now, of course, Trenton Simpson because I actually have a user that can move. That's beside the point, though. As we will take over on offense from the 28-yard line. And we will find our guy. Going to be Dwayne McGee holding on through contact from Shaq Leonard. Which was not a thing for the first 5-6 weeks of his career. Starting to get better at that now that both his spec catch and catch and traffic are in the 90s. He's starting to be able to hold his own a little bit more through contact, which is all we can ask for. And now we'll go ahead and try to keep the ball on the ground to Kendra Miller here. That's a nice little run. Would have liked Burks to get out ahead of my running back, but unfortunately he did not. I guess it was an RPO, and he was probably the target, so it kind of makes sense. So never mind, but still. We got the yards. Oh, I didn't see 97. Thankfully, it's Cam Thomas, and not an actual linebacker. 2nd and 10. Pretty stacked box. Looks like they have a lot of linebackers on the field, actually. And just... I don't know if they have enough speed to hang with us here, so I think we might just do our favorite sort of thing and just audible into play action and see what we can get. It's actually not even play action, but we are going to take the 1v1 shot to McGee. Last time he played this team, he had 4 touchdowns because they have nothing but 5'10" corners, and well, he's a little bit taller than that if you didn't know. So we could still look to attack that if the opportunity presents itself, and it's going to here. That's exactly what I'm talking about. McGee out in front. Javier Tarmas is getting absolutely cooked. That is now the 4th touchdown Dwayne McGee has scored in this matchup. He had 4 touchdowns last game. His 5th touchdown against the Colts in his rookie year. And I think his 11th or 12th on the season. So most of his touchdowns has come against Indianapolis. And just stop trying to press him with Thomas. It does not go well for you. It does not go well at all. Richardson gonna juke Monty Rice out of his shoes. Gets tackled a yard short of the first down by Trenton Simpson. Tried to lay the wood with our boy Monty Rice, but wasn't able to make it happen, unfortunately. Richardson a little bit too shifty for that, and Jonathan Taylor gonna take the pitch out to midfield. There's another sack. This time it's going to be Neville Gallimore from the interior. The fact that he has more sacks than my top 10 pick edge rusher is stupid, but that's the world we live in. Second and 17 after the big play from Neville Gallimore. Richardson going to be flushed out of the pocket again. He's going to take off. And a whole gang of Titans there for the tackle. Houston, Ringo, and whoever 95 is. I think it's Neville Gallimore making the play. Richardson forced out again. He's going to have Josh Downs burning Keely Ringo on the corner route. Down to the 2-yard line. What a ball from Anthony Richardson on the run. Unfazed by the pressure, and Josh Downs runs a great route to get open. Ringo had his moments earlier where he was bad, but he hasn't been noticeably bad in recent weeks. So seemed to have turned a corner there. Like, we hadn't been noticing him getting targeted, which is a good thing. You don't want to, like, if your corner's not, if you don't notice your corner out there, that means he's doing his job. So unfortunately does get blown assignment there, and that'll happen from time to time. Can't be too upset about it. There's gonna be a fullback dive straight to the end zone with the run commit up the middle. Just untouched. No pressure from the D-line. Colts going to tie the game up at 7 apiece. Flipping this to the left side just to run away from Buckner, sort of. Well, we have to run ad check. Fuck it, we're doing it. Really good block from Colby Parkinson. Need McGee to hold that a little bit longer, but we are able to get 8 out of it as Kentre Miller breaks a tackle. Ends up being a pretty good run. And you want to hear something crazy? I didn't show the stats, but Padre Spears, who got benched because his yards per carry were so low. Like literally under 3 for the first 5 games of the season. Since we moved him to a backup role and he's playing less, his yards per carry are up to almost 5, which is right in line with Kendre Miller. So less volume, still very similar yards, and now more yards per carry as well. Tyjae Spears has been great in a backup role. But not even a backup role, just not the primary role. As you can see there, he takes a big gain, gets us to midfield. I really like our running back room now, basically. It went from Tyjae Spears being whatever to decent for a couple weeks to really bad. And then Kendre Miller getting the start, and he's been consistent the whole time, essentially. And then now Spears is just a very good, you know, running back by committee, which is what I want. And it's working. Gonna make a mistaken run again on 2nd and 10, but it ends up not being a mistake at all as Kendre Miller gets us a bunch of yards, including a first down. And that will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Yes, it will. Gonna be 7-all at the end of it. And very even game in terms of yards, both rushing and passing. When will you learn and stop pressing Dwayne McGee? Just stop. You think at some point they would figure out to stop doing it? Well, unfortunately, Lil Levis misses the touchdown. I'll give him props. Actually, yeah, give him props. He can hang with you. Yeah, tell him he can hang with you so they keep him on him. Hey, you won that rep, Thomas. Yep, you got me, buddy. Shaheed gonna get that catch, though. Inside the red zone now. Love the crossers. Crossers cheese is OP. You think this toss play is going to work? I don't. We're going to do it anyway. It actually works out to perfection. Well, perfection would be a touchdown, but we get 9 out of it. So as good as a toss play has ever worked for me in this video game. Let's be a little bit crazy and try some read option here. Why not? It's going to be a give to Miller, and he'll get the first down, making it 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. All right, well, we're just going to snap the ball. Fuck it. And it's intercepted. That's not the play I wanted to run. I tried to reset the play back to the run, and I flipped it, and then I didn't have time to reset it. So I just snapped the ball and ended up throwing the ball right to the fucking linebacker, which is Zaire Franklin. Getting the gifted interception from me. Gonna be a Richardson keeper. Nice contain. First down, Colts. We're run committing here. If they pass, they pass. I don't care. Good tackle, Amani Hooker. No gain. They just kind of refuse to pass, and I respect it. At least on this drive. Taylor has them at 3rd and 3. It's going to be another handoff, and he's gone for the first. We can't do anything to stop it. I'm just going to run commit every play, and eventually Richardson's going to dot us for a touchdown, but until then, just keep doing it. 2nd and 11. Good tackle by Monty Rice. Surely they pass here. Surely. Running here would be insane. They ran. And it wasn't even Jonathan Taylor. It's going to be Ben Harris, the rookie, who is probably just going to have a touchdown. Throws off Sean Murphy bunting. Touchdown, Ben Harris. Well, he has touchdowns in both games against us. We should have scored on that drive. I can't believe we didn't. We missed the Dwayne McGee touchdown. I fucked up resetting the play and threw an interception. And then we get clowned on by a backup running back. A rookie backup running back at that. Colts 14 to 7. I can't count. I'm dyslexic. I'm an idiot. I hate my life. DeForest Buckner's insane. Just the yard there for Kendre Miller. Makes it a very difficult 3rd and 9. I think we probably just end up trusting Dwayne McGee here. We're going to lead Tyjae Spears in the block and just see what we can do. McGee's open. Got him. First down. I don't like that slot guy came up on the left side, so we're going to run this at Leonard, even though I don't like that either. Man, maybe if fucking my fullback would step up and block Franklin and not go back into the offensive line. Watch what 31 does here. All he has to do is continue running to the outside to block 44, and instead he just engages with the other. I mean, all right. It wasn't as bad as it looked in real time. I like the matchup to the left side more. We're going to go that way. Good run from Kendra Miller. Not going to be able to get another stop off before the 2-minute warning, however. So we'll just come back out and see if we can't continue this promising drive. Go play action. Have our guy Shaheed down the sideline. God, it's overpowered. Play action crossers are just broken. I gotta stop using them so much, but when they work, man. I don't know. I don't want to like handicap my offense from that, but I also don't want to pick like cheese plays. And it's not even like I'm using the same plays. It's just the same concepts. As Tyjae Spears gets us down to the 1 out of the backfield. We have a 2-on-1 over there on the left side of the field. So back in the end zone, Dwayne McGee touchdown. I was looking to go to the trail on Burks, but one of the guys on the line stepped out right to him. So just step up and throw it behind Cam Thomas, who was trying to cover Dwayne McGee. That's a mismatch. That's an edge rusher. That's like a 280 guy trying to cover my freak of nature athletic receiver. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what the dance is either, but to each their own. Tie game at 14 all. Minutes to go in the half. Normally, I'd like our chances of just taking a tie into the half, but after the last drive, I'm less confident because they did quite literally whatever they wanted to, which was essentially just run right at us. That's all they wanted to do, was just run. Oh, and now they want to pass it. It's nearly intercepted by Gallery. Good tackle by Ringo to prevent more yards. I like the aggressiveness out of Darian Gallery. Need him to make plays. He's kind of just hasn't been making any. As Nick Cross gets killed by Trey McBride, I understand why the Colts cut you now, because that was pathetic. Only thrown the ball 4 times, and they are only, and it's still a tie game. As Richardson got to get the edge and scramble, and he is probably into the end zone, as there was a great block there by 87 Josh Reynolds. Richardson down to the 10. I told you, dude. We can't defend the run against this team. I don't know what it is. They're moving the ball at will on the ground. Simpson won't let me animate on the ball. 1 timeout left for Indianapolis. Plenty of time to get into the end zone, though. It's Chen going to try to get to the QB off the edge, and Trey McBride just runs a slant for the touchdown. Holy shit. This offense is a problem. I don't know what to do. 23 seconds was all it took them to go 75 yards. A lot of that was just the one play by Anthony Richardson. We still have 30 seconds, so who's to say we can't do the same? I'm to say we can't do the same. Unless they press Dwayne McGee, which they are. So they might just be asking for it. What is going on? Dwayne McGee, birding Anthony Averett's, walks into the end zone, touchdown. I mean, third of the half, literally the exact same thing that happened last time we played them. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half, and he's doing a backflip in the end zone. I don't even blame you at this point. They're not going to learn their lesson, clearly. Like, they're just going to keep pressing him at the line with corners who can't hang physically. He's a press killer. That's what he does. He's huge. He's physical at the line. He's got really good release. I don't know why they keep trying to do that. High game. We've scored now, counting our last touchdown before that, 21 points in the last minute, in the last 55 seconds, technically. Or I guess in a minute. Not even. In 38 seconds, we've scored 21 points. Both teams, obviously. Now, can we please not let them score again? Oh my God, Sean Murphy bunting. Almost let them score again, but he does get the interception on Anthony Richardson. Nearly another pick six. He had one last game. This is like a literal repeat of last game, except the Colts are scoring a ton too. I don't know what's going on. I love it though. This is so fun. And we will have a incredibly good chance of we will almost assuredly be able to get more points on the board unless we turn the ball over, which is a distinct possibility. We're going to inside lead. Okakwo, there's a flag on the play. It's going to be pass interference on the defense. Yes, on the defense. We'll take the ball on the 1 yard line. What the fuck has been this last 30 seconds, dude? This has been just surreal. We're going to run right up the gut with Kendre Miller. We had 3 timeouts. All right, we'll call one. As DeForest Buckner says no. I don't really want to go slants, but looks like we're going to have to, maybe. Yeah, we don't have really a way to run this with Miller, so we'll just snap the ball. And Shaheed, easy touchdown. Oh boy, this game is ridiculous. I don't know what's happening. I love it though. It's a ton of offense. My man's playing the violin. And Dicker the kicker. What is up? 28-21. This has been a wild ass game. 49 first half points combined, including 28 in the last minute of the second quarter. This is crazy. This is crazy. 8 seconds left. Who knows what could happen? Taylor's gonna run, and he only had one guy to beat, and he would have scored another touchdown. Holy crap. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. It's gonna be the first team to get a stop wins, I think. And there's a big shot to the sideline and harmlessly incomplete. We'll take a 7-point lead into the half. This has been awesome. I love this. More of this, please. And we essentially just have reverse passing and rushing yards. We have 200 plus rushing, or we have 200 plus passing. They have 200 plus rushing. We have 70 something rushing. They have 70 something or 80 something passing. This has been ridiculous. No other word to describe it. Oh, we get the ball to start the half. I didn't even know. I thought they did. So that's crazy. We'll see what we can do with this, see if we can extend our lead. 5 catches, 160 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Dwayne McGee. Stop pressing him. Just stop. Please. I don't want to keep abusing it, but you keep giving me no choice. It's one thing when I just throw the, the go route up the seam when they have no one covering him in the slot. That's one thing. When they are actively defending him and getting beat this bad, there's no sympathy, no apologies for it. I didn't like any of the routes. Held onto the ball too long. DeForest Buckner gets to Will Levis. Not a good start to the half, to say the least. Just need to get rid of the ball there. I mean, I don't think we really had anything, so I'm not gonna blame myself too harshly for that one. Stonehouse hits an absolute boomer, flipping the field. Best punter in the league. Need to see that from him more. Need him to do some DeForest Buckner type shit. Taylor out of the backfield, drops it through contact. Great job, Monty Rice. which of course means Richardson will be contained. That's knocked away by Jeremy Chin. Good defense. That's a little bit behind Trey McBride, and that's 4th down. Colts will punt the ball right back. Ooh, double A gap. I love running against double A gap. We're going to do it to the left side, though, because that's away from DeForest Buckner. Not that it mattered. Never mind. All right, never running against double A gap again. But on 3rd and 12, we're going to see if we can't manage to convert. That'd be really cool if we could. Just no one open at all. Aditomiwa Adebore getting on the field. Gets half a sack along with probably like 12 other Colts. Who's to say? Monty Rice, huge hit in the gap. It'd be really cool if he forced a fumble on that. Big hitter laying the hit stick. Would be kind of cool to see it at least once. And there's a Clay Staley sack. Unfortunately, I ran into Anthony Richardson at the very end with Simpson, so it's going to give him half. I would have loved for Clay Staley to get the whole stat there because he needs more sacks because he sucks. But it is nice to see him get at least a little bit of pressure. And there's Simmons making a play. Okay, Jeff. Talked a little bit of crap, so I told him I needed to see him do more DeForest Buckner type stuff, and there he is doing more DeForest Buckner type stuff, getting to the QB. His 2nd of the day. Has a couple TFLs on Jonathan Taylor as well. Big game from our best player. So, you guys like how we went from scoring 28 points in a minute-ish in the 2nd quarter to now over halfway through the 3rd, and I don't even know if either team has a 1st down, let alone scored points. Well, they did the thing again. Make a play on the ball that time. Oh boy. Oh brother. Oh brother. They're doing it again. And only single high safety too, so this could be very bad. All right, it's not very bad, but it is a big gain for Dwayne McGee. Down to the 32. He's going to be close, close to 200 yards on the day now. Kind of made a concerted effort to not run as much play action today, but doesn't mean I won't do it. Burks shot to the end zone. Diving touchdown, Treylon Burks. Beautiful route, beautiful throw, beautiful results. 35-21. Taking a 2-score lead. You'd love to see it. Back on offense for Indianapolis. Richardson. Gonna scramble for the first. Nice contain once again, except it wasn't. That's the joke. We didn't contain. Despite literally setting one up every play. And that literally just thrown right to Darian Gallery. I have no words. There was Anthony Richardson looking like me on that read. Threw the ball right to Darian Gallery. His first interception since week 3, I think. But yeah, that one was inexplicably just thrown to no one other than Darian Gallery. Little communication between, or miscommunication rather, between Richardson and whatever the intended target was there. 8, not sure who that is. Josh Jones is an 8. I'm pretty sure Josh Jones is 1, right? I think. I don't fucking know. Oh, that was a bad throw. And we throw it right back. Zaire Franklin, his 2nd of the day. Nice. I should have just hit Big E on the underneath. I wanted to throw it to someone else because I feel like I'm force feeding Dwayne McGee. So I made myself throw to Okonkwo there. And yeah. Quick pass complete to Josh Reynolds. Oh, that's MVS actually, my bad. Forgot they had him too. They have Josh Reynolds and MVS. Although I do know Michael Pittman is playing. He's right there in slot right. Have not seen him. I've not called his name once today. Won't there either. It's going to be, once again, Trey McBride beating Nick Cross. Just over ahead of MVS. Incomplete. Could have had a touchdown there with an accurate pass. Thankfully, it was not accurate, though. Richardson, once again, looking like me. There's a carry for JT. Some really good blocks from Pittman and Downs. And JT gonna break Amani Hooker's ankles and get inside the 10-yard line. So Indianapolis now knocking on the door of the end zone. Check down to Taylor out of the backfield. Loses a few yards. Good defense there by Nick Cross. Making up for blowing the coverage against McBride earlier, except it's not the first time he had blown coverage against McBride. They are going to set the ball, actually, with 1 second to go in the third. And they get back to the 10-yard line. Still basically the same thing. Passing and rushing reversed, and then similar for, yeah, it's, you guys see, it's basically mirrored. They're running the ball at will, we're passing the ball at will, and we're both doing decent at the other thing. But passing is typically better at scoring points than running, as Anthony Richardson walks into the end zone for points, which is why we had a lead, and we still have a lead. It's just a smaller one now. As I eat shit while literally talking about the thing I was talking shit about. So, yep. I believe they call that karma. You just got to get rid of the ball. Didn't. And we're sacked. Got to do something with it. And I'm just standing there waiting. I don't know. Whatever. Move on. Try to hit Shaheed here. And we do. In stride. What a ball by Levis. Gonna dump this off to Miller out of the backfield and get tackled by Zaire Franklin. We're gonna leave Spears in as a blocker and just see what happens here. Levis rolls out into a sack. What'd he pay? DeForest Buckner. Indianapolis trying to make a comeback. Pittman on the post gets to midfield. There we go. I was just saying how he hadn't done anything today. Makes a big play there. Taylor gonna get the carry. Simmons able to bring him down after just a yard. One of the longest developing 1-yard runs of all time. Can you please stop telling us to play off man and off zone? It is going to lose us the game. Richardson to the sideline, misses. Ringo can't come back to the ball. Josh Downs gonna be inside the red zone after that one. Don't necessarily need the interception, but need you to work your way back to the ball there. JT gonna get 6 on that carry. Kind of just ran into the back of my own D lineman there. Now 2nd and 4. I'm gonna trust the run commit. Yeah, Ben Harris is in the game. Nice. It ended up working out. I'm like, Jonathan Taylor is not in the game, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. But then again, every time Ben Harris has been on the field, he's gotten the ball in both games we've played against this team. So, yeah. 3rd and 5. We bring the house, and Simpson gets to Richardson. He's having a DPOY type year. Unfortunately, looking at the yearly awards tab at this point, looks like he might win it. I don't want him to, but looks like he might. Like, why don't you want your player to win the award? Because he's only been here for like half the season, and it's all because I'm using him, but whatever. It's okay. We do force the field goal there and hold on to a 4-point lead, which is very important because we can now not lose or have the game tied on a field goal. So that is very nice. And with 3:48 left, we're not quite in kill clock territory. Getting there though. DeForest Buckner is in the zone, so that's terrifying. We'll hit Burks underneath, get a few. I will say, in the second half, they have not been pressing McGee as much. So maybe they actually did adjust. Levis able to get that throwaway before getting sacked again. So third down, really need this conversion. This is a very big third down. Jack Leonard just did illegal touching. That would have been called against us, but didn't get called there. Either way, Okonkwo able to make the grab and get the first down. That would have 100% been called illegal touching had that happened with one of our defenders. Gonna go read option here for Levis. He's not a high enough overall to slide, so... Or doesn't have high enough awareness to slide, as long as that 75 overall thing is true, which I'm 99% sure it is, because I don't run with him, so I don't actually know, but whatever. Now on 2nd and 10, we will let this, or with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, we will let this go to the 2-minute warning. I'm an idiot. Like, I was looking at the clock to see when it would get there, and it's at 2:10. So I'm like, oh, 2nd and 10. No, it's not 2nd and 10. That's what my brain wanted to say, so that's what we went with. We're gonna run this to the left and just hope someone can hit that left side linebacker. And Skaronski does, which should give us enough room to get the first down with Kendra Miller. It does. And that should be the first timeout for the Colts. Gotta get them to burn those. And we also need to do what we can to stay inbounds. Got that back inside. Another first down. Fumble for Miller. Oh boy. Indianapolis is gonna recover. And Dwayne McGee injured on the play. Oh, I don't even care about the ball anymore. He's holding his shoulder too. That's no good. I'm hoping this is gonna get reviewed. It is gonna get booth reviewed. So knowing this game, we should keep the ball. And yeah, he's gonna be well down. All right, we don't even need to see another angle. Just give us the ball back and run the clock. The clock stays running, right? No, that's just a free timeout. Okay, that's... Oh, that was the injury timeout. Okay, never mind. Never mind. The bruised shoulder, he'll be back soon. We're gonna hold him out. Although it is a minute 45 left, I don't want him to get a long-term injury. I can't risk my best player to a long-term injury, so we won't. DeForest Buckner said no. I don't know what to do here, man. We don't have McGee. Do we dare run against double A gap? Fuck it. It worked. Miller, first down, ends the game. Kendra Miller. I said I wasn't going to run against double A gap. I told you I was lying, and then I was lying. Kendra Miller ends it in Indianapolis. What a shootout. That second quarter was the thing of legend. Second half ended up being not nearly as entertaining, but the game overall was a ton of fun. We scored only 7 points in the second half. The Colts only end up scoring 10, but it was enough to get the job done for us as we are going to head out of here with a season sweep of the Indianapolis Colts and improve to 6-7 on the year. With just a couple of weeks left in the season now. Starting to wind things down. And that's gonna do it. 35-31, Tennessee. At least we have something to look forward to now every time we play the Colts. And we play them 2 times a year every year. We have a lot to look forward to. It's a guaranteed 3 touchdowns for Dwayne McGee. And it's also a guaranteed high-scoring game. So these matchups are going to be super fun. So can't wait to get into these next year. Hopefully they don't have DeForest Buckner anymore, because I believe he's a free agent this season. Maybe we might have DeForest Buckner. Who knows? But checking out player stats, Will Levis goes 15 of 25 for 313 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. Anthony Richardson goes 11 for 18 for 165, a touchdown and 2 picks. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor goes 18 for 109. Richardson goes 6 for 88 and a touchdown. Ben Harris goes 2 for 71 and a touchdown. And then Hunter Lepke goes 1 for 1 and a touchdown. And then for Tennessee, Kendra Miller goes 18 for 101. Will Levis goes 3 for 9 and then 2 for 20 for Ty J. Spears. Receiving, Dwayne McGee, just a casual 6 catches for a casual 194 yards and a casual 3 touchdowns. 4 for 77 for Rashid Shaheed, 2 for 32 for Traylon Burks, and a touchdown. Touchdown for Shaheed as well. Ty J. Spears 1 for 5, 1 for 7 for Chico Conquo, and then -2 yards for Kendra Miller. That's okay though. And then just looking at the Colts real quick, McBride had a touchdown. Josh Downs was fine. Pittman had a couple catches. MVS did MVS things, which was nothing. We had 4 sacks allowed for Skoronski, which is a very rare occurrence. Brunskill, Noah Altman actually started to play this whole game. Kind of forgot that that was a thing. Meant to start Dylan Radins. Oh, well, he was fine. Only gave up a sack. That's more than, you know, that's about what Terry Franks would have given up anyway. And then Jonah Williams also gave up one. And for the first time all season, Jeremy Chin did not lead the team in tackles. It's going to be Monty Rice. 3 TFLs for Jeffrey Simmons, 2 for Rice, Gallimore, Staley, and Simpson, 1 for Nick Cross. And then 2 sacks for Simmons, 1.5 for Simpson, 1 for Gallimore, and then half for Clay Staley. Yeah, he should have had 1 full sack. Unfortunately, I ran into Anthony Richardson at the last second with Simpson, and it took half away from Staley. That kind of sucks. And then interceptions for Sean Murphy Bunting and Darian Gallery. Darian Gallery did something, guys. Wow. It's been a really long time. Upgrade point for Noah Allman. Rookie tackle, he's all right. It's actually pretty damn well rounded. He just doesn't have too much finesse to his game, which who cares? Let's make him a higher overall. He's a really good depth tackle. We have really good depth O-line on the O-line. So I'm all here for that. But heading into week 16, our final division matchup of the season against the division leading 9-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. And I believe they're going to be 10-4 if the ticker at the bottom was in the indicator. I'm pretty sure they were winning their game, and they were. So going to be a tough matchup. They killed us the first time we played, and their playoff spot has to be all but guaranteed, I would assume, as they are the 3 seed currently. So yeah, going to be a tough outing against them, but be sure to tune in for that one in the next episode. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all then. Take it easy.